ghost? Are you there? Can you hear my voice? Do you hear my breath? Are you out there? Forgive me, priest, for I have sinned in the ring of fire. Tonight, I would have loved you for 1,000 years. I would have died for you. I would have sacrificed it all, my dear. I would have bled for you. Till death do us part. You are unholy right from the start. It's a nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are for yet another edition of CMV, and it's Octane, episode number 60, and we jump straight into the action as we always do, and it's a handicap matchup. Getting things underway this evening. As you can see, the rite of passage champion Morgan making his way to the ring as he is up against two members of Kill Your Heroes. And of course, Morgan, we know, not going to be holding on to that rite of passage championship much longer, guys. He has officially cashed it in for a championship match in a few weeks' time at the next Octane exclusive special event, Final Stand. But the thing is, Peligro is already set to defend the Global Championship against not one, not two, but three men in a gauntlet match. The order of said gauntlet match to be determined later on in our main event when Blake Virtue, Ben Stacy, and Joseph Santos face off in a triple threat elimination match. But Morgan, in cashing in his rite of passage championship, guys, will be challenging for the Global Championship at the end of that gauntlet match. Which means that Peligro will have to successfully defend his Global Championship against three men, and then, if he makes it past those three, will have to defend against a fresh Morgan. Is there any hope for Peligro to leave Final Stand still the Global Champion? I mean, hey, a lot of people didn't think he would leave that ladder match still Global Champion at DEF CON, and he managed to, but by the skin of his teeth. And Peligro wanted this. He's the one that issued the challenge for the gauntlet match. He's the one that pressed Morgan to cash in the rite of passage championship. Peligro wants to prove that he is the absolute best, and he's definitely going to get his chance at Final Stand. But here tonight, Peligro's allies, James Wolf and Harvey Hastings, going to try to do some damage to Morgan ahead of the gauntlet match. Try to get some momentum on the side of the global champion here. Peligro not here tonight. You know, say what you will about the man, but I think he's deserved at least a bit of a rest after all he's been through the past month or so, and defending his championship successfully at DEF CON. So the rest of Kill Your Heroes out in force tonight. Looking to get their hands dirty. Morgan starting off strong though with that STO. Morgan's had his hands on that rite of passage championship for quite some time now. Remember, he wasn't going to cash in, but Peligro taunted him, challenged him to, And it seems like at this point, guys, Peligro might just be digging his own grave as the tag is made to young James Wolfe there. And yes, indeed, tonight's main event, guys, that triple threat elimination match will determine the order of entry in the gauntlet match. We know Peligro is going to start. He will be the first man out in the gauntlet match, but who will he start against, and who will have the advantage of entering last in the gauntlet match is what we'll find out in our main event. And speaking of championship gold, we've got a championship matchup this evening, my friends. The Octane World Tag Team titles on the line as the Prestige will once again defend against the Cold Stones Creamery, but this time in a tables match, which means that crossface that has done wonders for the Prestige lately, not really going to be much of a factor here tonight. As Morgan gets dropped down to the outside, tag is made to Harvey Hastings. Morgan taking his time. Obviously, Morgan all on his own here in this handicap match. And a tweet, guys, from Amelia Jones. She says, "Why would you want to kill your heroes? Aren't they your heroes for a reason? Kind of not poggers, in my opinion." Interesting take there by Amelia Jones, but I think kill your heroes is sort of meaning they want to kill other people's heroes. Josh Wolfe, I don't think he really has a hero. Maybe himself. He looks in the mirror and he likes what he sees. Look at the power of Morgan on full display here in this matchup. But Hastings able to get back to his feet, tries for maybe a reverse STO. Doesn't go anywhere for him, though. Obviously, the whole reason that we're having this gauntlet match in the first place is because the DEF CON match at DEF CON ended in a draw, a three-way draw between Virtue, Stacy, and Santos. And so we didn't have a proper #1 contender, so Peligro said, hell, I'll take down all of you. Well, there's that vintage Morgan spine buster, broken up, though, before even the count of one by James Wolfe. And we know Morgan's new running buddy, Women's World Champion Gianna, she's going to have her own work cut out for her come dead in Tokyo, and she'll have to defend her championship against 5 others in a 6-pack challenge. But hey, by the end of this month, we could see both Gianna and Morgan with some World Championship gold. Quite a power duo then. Morgan's got the hand in the air. He's calling for vexation to the assassin for the win. But again, not even a 1 count as the numbers game in this handicap match. Catches up to Morgan. He's going to give Wolfe what for, though. Tries for a scoop slam. Drops down behind. Reverse DDT by Double H. Also here tonight, guys, make sure you've got a wide berth if you're here in attendance, because we have got C2 Apisaki one-on-one with Killian Red. I might have to step away from the announce table. I don't want to be anywhere near those two after what we saw at DEF CON. Harvey Hastings. Beautiful standing moonsault there. With the theatrics and everything. Harvey looking tired, though. He wants to make the tag. Morgan not making that so easy for him. Good Lord, what a DDT. Going to continue to target the head. Busting Morgan open with a very sharp elbow. And why not one more time to the opening wound. This is exactly what Peligro wants. Is Morgan hurt? Going into final stand. There's the headshot for the win. Momentum for Peligro. No. Harvey can't believe it. Morgan notoriously not easy to put down. Of course, he's only ever been defeated, only ever been pinned a handful of times. Would have been a double team action there by Kill Your Heroes. And there's finally the tag to James. Young James Wolfe. Caught with a jawbreaker. Morgan's got blood pouring down his face. Collar no more tie-up, going to lead to James Wolfe. An Irish whip tries to go low. Oh, behind. Snap German suplex to the bridge, but only at 1 count. Morgan says, get me the hell out of here. He wants to take a breather, but James staying on him like a monkey on a cupcake. Not letting him get too far. Tries for a knee drop. Morgan able to get out of the way. STO throws him down rough. Back into the ring goes James Wolfe at the behest of Morgan. Irish whip going to toss him into the ropes. Arm drag, beautifully executed, a desperate pin. Attempt here by James, but still only able to get a 1 count out of Morgan. Punch to the midsection. Knife edge chop evaded by Wolfe. Crossface in the middle of the ring. Guys, there's nowhere for Morgan to go here. Will Morgan be tapping out? Escapes, kick to the gut. Throws him into the ropes. Wow, takes him by the head. Morgan has certainly caught a second wind here. Vexation to James Wolfe. But the numbers game, man, broken up at the count of 1. Morgan has had this match won on multiple occasions at this point, but a spy buster, another pin attempt. 1, 2, a 2 count. But James Wolfe able to kick out. Morgan just non-stop. Another vexation. Wolfe says, please chill. Able to counter that one. Snap vertical suplex. So Wolfe's got to be hurting right now. Stays on the attack. Hangman's neck breaker. A big time knee to the side of the head. We've seen superstars come back from stiffer odds than this in the past, so I won't be the one to count out Morgan here, but things are not looking good for the would-be global champion. And that cut is getting worse. More and more blood pouring down his face as this match continues. Back elbow. Followed up by some disgusting stomps to the midsection of that vintage Morgan falling headbutt. Gets out of the way, does Wolfe. Shining Wizard didn't get all of it. Leaves himself wide open, and Morgan takes advantage. Gonna try for the falling headbutt again. Misses again. Wolfe's got that well scouted at this point. Tries for the Shining Wizard once more, and a second time, it does not properly connect. Most people in Morgan's boots right now would be down for the count. The amount of blood he's lost. Pin broken up by Harvey. What does Morgan have to do here, guys, to pick up the win? Can he? Sit out powerbomb James. Feeling some type of way at this point. It's not very often that in a handicap match, the person who's handicapped is dominating. Look at this, gonna take a shot at Harvey. Pulls him into the ring. Taking on both members of Kill Your Heroes right now. The absolute madman. A trio of clotheslines, but Wolfe is back to his feet, and James Wolfe takes advantage on the hunt, on the hunt, on the hunt, into the pin. 1, 2, but it's not enough. It's not enough. James with a headshot. And with Morgan down, makes the tag to Hastings. To the top rope he goes. Gotta be looking for the blitzkrieg, but took too long. And Morgan able to recover. Vexation a second time to the assassin. 1, 2, and this match will be over, but James Wolfe breaks up the pin. Morgan is furious. He's livid, but what can he do? Falling headbutt to the midsection. Oh, wait a minute. Morgan with a half camel clutch. He's going to tap out the submission expert. Easier said than done. Harvey able to escape, and now a backpack facebuster puts him down. Punch the midsection. Tried to go for a spine buster. Maybe, oh! Digs his fingernails into the cut. Into the open wound. Headshot again. And now working on the left knee of the Ogre. Doing all he can to keep him grounded. What up, wrestling junkie? Welcome to the show. As Morgan desperately fights to survive this handicap match. Pin attempt by Harvey, and that's going to get the job done. Well, I think Harvey Hastings, he had the match won after that headshot. He just wanted to make sure that the job was done. And despite a hell of a performance, guys, by Morgan, they call it a handicap match for a reason. Numbers game in the end there. Just too much for even Morgan to withstand. And Peligro's got to like seeing this as he watches from home. More momentum for the global champion going into final stand. Well, my friends, how about this matchup we have coming up next as the Mega Powers implode, if you will. Sweet and spicy up against one another as Leon Gata going to be taking on Shanaz Andoni. Leon Gata obviously not in the best of moods after being unable to recapture the Global Championship at DEF CON 4, but this is a reinvigorated Leon Gata we're looking at. We heard from him post-DEF CON, guys, and he said, despite the loss, he's realized that, you know, what he used to fight for, what he thought was most important, making money, you know, putting food on the table for his family. Of course, that's still important, but Leon Gata saying, you know, I made the mistake of turning my back on my friends, becoming a villain, betraying the fans, all for money. Leon Gata said he's seen the error of his ways these last few weeks, and he says this is the beginning of a new chapter in his career. He wants to look forward. He doesn't want to focus on the past anymore. Well, unfortunately for him, he's going to be sharing the ring tonight with a friend in the form of Shanaz Andoni. He might have to betray one more friend if he wants to start putting some wins together. The Prophet. Shanaz Andoni with those soul-piercing eyes. Gotta be knowing that a win over a former global champion, nothing to sneeze at. So for as long as Andoni has been around here in CMV, for all of his many accomplishments, a decorated champion, he's never held the big one. Maybe it's time for Andoni to take that big leap forward. And it could start with a win like this here tonight. Well, still to come, my friends, we've got that Octane World Tag Team Championship match. It's a tables match, as the Cold Stones Creamery is going to get one last opportunity to face the Prestige with the gold up for grabs. We also got Ruby Rattel one-on-one with Amber Reed. First time ever ahead of that six-pack challenge for the Women's World Championship at Den in Tokyo. Not to mention our main event triple threat elimination match, as we will find out the order of entry in the gauntlet match at Final Stand. Blake Virtue, Ben Stacy, and Joseph Santos squaring off. What up, Aaron? You little beauty. So here we go, guys. What many months ago started as a very unlikely partnership actually blossomed into one of the bigger, fan favorite tandems. Now forced to face off one-on-one, as both men post-DEFCON want to get a big win, especially Leon Gauda, though, as he attempts to begin anew. Even if that means he has to go through a former tag team partner. Shot to the leg there by Andoni. I've said it before, I've said it many times. A lot of people take a look at Shanaz Andoni. I think he's a joke. I think he's going to be a pushover, but no, this is a multi-time champion. 3-time tag team champion. A former light heavyweight champion. An Anarchy champion. Look at Gauda, though, going off the ropes. The fans are loving it, popping up to their feet. They're happy to see this. Leon Gauda back, the real Leon Gauda. The Golden Lion. Escapes there, does the Prophet. Not allowing Gauda to get very far. Even though Leon Gauda plans to wipe the slate clean and begin anew. There are some in that locker room, particularly a man by the name of Chris Diamond, who's not seeking to allow Leon Gauda to so easily turn his back and walk away. Diamond has placed the blame squarely on the shoulders of Leon Gauda for Peligro managing to leave DEFCON still the global champion. And Diamond, as a good friend of the British Baller, I have never seen him so manic before. So if I were Leon Gauda, I'd maybe watch my back. Oh, well, there's the shooting star press. And just like that, Leon Gauda scoops up the win here tonight. Like I said, a reinvigorated Leon Gauda, guys, and he just... Wait a minute! Chris Diamond, was I not just saying or what? The British Baller making it clear that Leon just gonna ride off into the sunset. Diamond's got a bone to pick. And he'll be damned if he doesn't get his pound of flesh from the Golden Lion. Well, it's triple threat action in the women's division coming up next year on Octane episode 60. And three gals who have sort of been lost in the shuffle as of late. One of them hoping to jump up a level here tonight. It's Chloe Marks, Amber Young, and Celestina Marquez. Now, Chloe Marks fresh off of her, well, I was going to say, obviously things didn't go very well for her in her attempts to pester Xiaorong lately, but really things have not been going well for Chloe Marks since the start of this new season. And so red hot was Marks. You know, the last couple of months, the end of last season, and then she's just really not been able to find her footing. This new attitude, this I don't give a flip, PG, attitude of hers doesn't seem to be getting her very far. And her, honestly, desperate attempts to get a shot at the Women's World Championship as of late, well, coming up short yet again. And Amber Young made it clear that she was going to pick a fight with CMV management. That means to me, if she didn't start getting more opportunities. So I made sure that she was going to have a match here tonight. Because I do not want Amber Young coming after me. All right, I got enough problems as is. Dealing with the bloody twit. I don't need Amber Young knocking on my door, all right? Or kicking it down, rather. And last but most certainly not least, guys, a woman who came into this new season in her debut, defeating Amber Reed to capture the Women's Hardcore Championship. So red hot was Marquez the first couple of months of this new season, but well, we haven't seen a whole lot of her this past month. I'm glad to see her back in action. Muscle Mommy looking to start working her way back up the rankings. This is a woman who I could very easily see one day, and perhaps soon, wearing that Women's World Championship around her waist. She's got all the tools. You know, I've been talking a lot about newcomer Anthony Martin lately, about how he's the total package. Same can be said about Celestina Marquez. She's got the size, she's got the speed, the ability, the look. So here we go, 3 women desperate to start climbing the rankings. Going at it in this triple threat matchup. Of course, a triple threat matchup, how we're going to end the show as well. Elimination style between Virtue, Stacy, and Santos to determine the order of entry in the gauntlet match at Final Stand. Goddamn, Amber Young certainly getting things started hot. With that poison Frankensteiner. Now this triple threat is not elimination. He's the first gal to get a pin of submission in the ring. Gets the dub. Coming up next, guys, the Earl is in action. He'll be taking on a newcomer to Octane, B-Man. That's right. You heard me correctly. B-Man arrives here on Octane. Up next. I think the Earl is going to have his hands full. Don't forget the triple threat match, guys. There's no disqualifications, and Amber Young bringing in a baseball bat. Coming up on Chloe Marks, but Marks able to see her coming. What a discus punch. Marquez now sent into the corner as Marks begins to dictate the pace of this matchup. Young rolling to the outside. Hey, I gave you your shot, okay? You said you want an opportunity, here you go. Don't come picking a fight with me now. Chloe Marks gets back to her feet, brushes the dust off her shoulder. Now she's looking for a weapon. Oh, that same kendo stick we just saw Chris Diamond use to lay out Leon Gata. She saw how effective it was. Oh, damn, but that knee, she didn't see that coming. Also still coming up, guys, Octane World Tag Team titles on the line as the Cold Stones Creamery get one last shot at the prestige in a tables match. Another poison Frankensteiner from Amber Young. Also still to come, we've got C2 Atasaki and Killian Red one-on-one. We've also got Ruby Rattel and Amber Reed meeting one-on-one for the first time. Irish Whip going to send Chloe Marks off the ropes. Marquez, though, going for Amber Young instead. Takes her off her feet. Chloe going to go for that kendo stick. You know, Troy Call obviously been very busy over on Shockwave getting his ass kicked by Jay Young lately, but I wonder how he's been feeling. We haven't really heard from him about, you know, this transformation of Chloe Marks, his former protege. What he thinks about this attitude of hers and where her career has gone lately. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say. Of course, that would require him to be conscious, and more often than not, as of late, that's not been the case for poor Troy Colt. Celestina Marquez, big old throat thrust. Oh, look at this. We're going to see Amber Young and Celestina Marquez team up. Nobody likes Chloe Marks. That partnership didn't last long, though. Amber Young, the former MMA fighter, taking out Marquez with a lethal kick there. That's Marks just watching from ringside, observing, letting her two opponents beat the hell out of each other. Amber Young back into the ring. Marks, though, going to cut her off. No count outside. They're in a triple threat match. Now we're going to see Chloe Marks and Celestina Marquez work together. Why not? Amber Young's going for that kendo stick. Marquez not going to allow her to use it though. Chloe with a quick vertical suplex onto the floor. That's not going to tickle, my friends. Double boot stomp to the extended arm. And the KO bombshell. Even though there are no countouts, no disqualifications, you can only win by pin or submission in the ring. Now Amber Young going to pick up the baseball bat. Celestina telling Chloe Marks, get the hell off my arm. Oh, from behind! Amber Young with that bat right to the lower back of Marquez. Marquez taking it in stride, tosses Marks back into the ring. Gets caught from behind by Young. Tanahashi clothesline to Marks. These three gals beating the hell out of each other. As all three of them want to take that step in the right direction. Nasty clothesline. Just about decapitating the Prodigy. There goes Marquez, sent back into the ring as Chloe Marks with a power bomb down onto the apron and then whipped shoulder first. Absolutely sickening. Marks, air raid siren into the pin. How is Amber Young already back to her feet? Able to break up that pin, the toughness of the KO bombshell. And look at this lethal combination of strikes now. Kick upside the head, see ya by Chloe Marks. Kick to the midsection. Gonna send her off the ropes. Takes her down, another wicked back kick. That can break your neck in an instant. Drops to the outside to Celestina. As Marks doing her best to try and keep Amber Young off her feet. Obviously easier said than done. Marquez coming up from behind. Marks seen it coming though. Didn't see that kick to the back of the head coming. God damn, man. Woo! What a right hook. And another air raid siren to Marquez into the pin. 1, 2, kicks out. Unbelievable kick out. Amber Young with one of her many lethal kicks. Bro mission! Bro mission! Broke it up though. Celestina, not too sure what she's trying to accomplish here. She gives up on it. Goes for the baseball bat back in the ring. Amber Young with a couple of kicks. Knocking Chloe Marks into tomorrow. In La La Land. Celestina, gotta be looking for the muscle buster. Amber Young says, I don't want my career to end just yet. No, thank you. Marks just trying to hurl herself at the muscle mommy. Doesn't really work. And gonna get caught with that vintage modified Russian leg sweep into the pin. Could call it a page turner. And the win for Celestina Marquez. What a hard-hitting triple threat matchup. I'll tell you what, I thought Chloe Marks had it won right there. There's what finished Marks off. Amber Young too slow to break up the pin. And the muscle mommy back in action. Big win. Beginning her climb back up the rankings. Well, coming up next, my friend, strap in because we've got ourselves a debut. A debut I'm very much excited for. The Earl, probably not so much. Joined, of course, by his protege, Toyota Camry, and, well, the E-Fed got to be feeling at least a little good. Coming off of their victory against JT Moss and Tracy James at DEF CON. Earl hoping to follow it up by gaining even more momentum. And continue to teach Mr. Camry exactly how the job gets done in that ring. Well, the question here is, the Earl, is he going to be able to handle? I struggle to say the man that will be standing across the ring from him was B-Man, making his CMV debut. And how, in God's name, do you prepare for an opponent like this? Wow, that was an impressive flip, though. Well, this is a complete unknown. I have absolutely no background on B-Man, where he comes from. But I guess we'll find out all we have to find out. You know, what really matters once that bell rings. And I've certainly not tossed B-Man a bone here. He's got his work cut out for him in his first matchup against the Earl, someone who's only been defeated once since debuting at the top of the new season. Earl, his only loss, the only time he's ever been pinned, is back at Ascendance 11 by Hunter Quinn, and he has not been defeated since. Well, a hot start from the Earl with Toyota Camry in his corner. This B-Man, larger than I expected. He's actually bigger than Earl. I guess he's a fighter bee. He's not one of them workers. He's one of them bees that went out there looking to start some trouble, going to the other colonies, picking a fight. He's picking a fight with the Earl here. Is it a fight that B-Man can win, though, here in his debut? Standing shooting star press. Impressive athleticism by B-Man. I would expect he'd be able to fly. Are those wings legal? We'll have to check the rule book later. Earl off that big old elbow into the pin. Looking to make B-Man's debut short-lived. Oh, gonna grab B-Man by the nose. Do bees have noses? Punch to the gut. And now an Irish whip to the corner, full steam ahead. Body flash. I guess Earl's got to watch out for the stinger. Oh, complete shot. And a hook to the leg. 1, 2. Who's his queen? Ashley Rain? My queen? Now going to go after the left knee here of Earl while he's got him grounded. And B-Man, he ain't wasted any time. Bees have pretty short lives, I'm certain. You know, I'm not a bee enthusiast by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not too big on bee facts, but I'm pretty sure they don't live too long. So, B-Man, he can afford to come out here and take his time. You know, he's got to get the job done. Uh-oh, he's got him by the nose again. No respect to be had from Earl here. Rapid kicks to the face of B-Man. Brings him to his feet. Earl dropping him on his neck with the bridge to finish him off. But, oh, he's going to get us a 2 count. But wait a minute. From the corner, hang on. The Earl's calling for it. Oh, the world blues. 1, 2. B-Man, resilient, we are finding out. Earl can't believe it, arguing with the ref here. Oh, now going to resort to choking B-Man. B-Man might have been able to kick out, guys, but he's not out of trouble yet. Earl's staying on him like a bee on a flower here, sucking up the nectar. B-Man, he's got to unsheathe that stinger. He's got to go for the kill here. Nice counter by B-Man. Tries for a shining laser. Earl able to get out of the way. What does Toyota Camry make of this as he watches from ringside? I got to wonder. Earl, what is he planning here? No! Powerbomb! Out of the ring! To the outside! And now Earl, he's not done. He's trying to make B-Man's CMV career a one-night deal. Drop kick and a miss. And B-Man with one of his own. Big forearm drops the Earl. B-Man here in CMV, looking to make a name for himself. Looking to put his hive on the map. Looking to make his queen proud. Got him by the arm. Up to about a 7 already here. Oh, able to fight back. Into the ring he goes. B-Man taking his time. Slowing things down a little bit. He ain't flying quite so fast. The Earl has drained his energy. B-Man needs some nectar here. B-Man needs to replenish. Back into the ring. Ain't gonna be no clean ring entry from the Earl. More disrespect. B-Man's had enough. Into the corner he sends him. A bee splash. The bee splash. And again takes Earl down. 1, 2. fight. B-Man is shocked. He's stunned. But wait, to the top. B-Man, what's he doing? Is he getting out the stinger? Is he getting out the stinger? Beautiful cross body. Will B-Man becoming the second man ever to defeat the Earl? Running him down. Knocks him to the outside. Shining Wizard. Toyota Camry doesn't know what to do. He's pacing back and forth. What do you do in this situation? Earl, he's trying to retreat. He gets back into the ring. B-Man staring him down. The Earl with another cheap shot. Hip toss, cartwheel drop kick. Great agility by the gentleman who gets on top of B-Man. Beating the hell out of him. Beating the nectar out of him. Oh! Oh! What a knee! The Earl's not finished though! Old World Blues! No! B-Man counters! And a third time! A third time! 1, 2! What? How? These fans can't believe it! They're on their feet! They love it! They love B-Man! The Earl certainly doesn't! But what does B-Man have to do to put down the Earl? Hook to the jaw, blocked by B-Man. Double leg takedown, the hammer fists. Doing all he can. Doing everything he can to get the better of B-Man. Discus clothesline hit hard there. Into the Dragon Sleeper, the Earl. He's trying something different. Nothing else is working to put away B-Man. This Dragon Sleeper. Locked in tight, but B-Man able to escape. Single leg takedown. He's buzzing up. The fans are behind him. The B-Splash. B-Man. What's he thinking? Wait a minute. Is he unsheathing the stinger? B-Man going in for the kill. What a kick. Upside the head. Can he do it? 1, 2, 3. B-Man. 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 He's done it. B-Man has done it. B-Man becoming only the second superstar ever to defeat the Earl. What a debut. What a match. What a win. Someone get this man a flower. ASAP. Someone get this man some honey. Lads, gents, time it is for the Octane World Tag Team titles to be on the line. Myself and the Cold Stones Creamery striking a bit of a bargain. I needed a bit of dirty work done. I needed a couple of fellas to do some sleuthing for me. And the Stones, well, they want another crack at the Octane World Tag Team title, so we came to an understanding. Of course, things didn't really go so well for Justice and Aaron in the end, but that's the cost of doing business. And don't let anyone ever say I'm not a man of my word, because I'm giving the Stones their shot. One last shot to take home the Octane World Tag Team titles. And this, my friends, is indeed a tables match, which means that crossface of Kieran Gallagher's that's been so instrumental in getting the better of the Stones the last couple of months, not going to be a factor here. Because you cannot win by pin, you cannot win by submission, you only win by putting the opposite team through a table. Can the Stones at long last take home the gold? Or will the Prestige, beyond a shadow of a doubt, prove that crossface or no, they are just the superior tag team here on Octane? Well, Cedric and Kieran were not too delighted to hear about this matchup being made, protesting all week long, saying we beat them fair and square at DEF CON, saying it's a downright travesty they're being forced to defend the titles once again, and in such a predicament like this, a tables match. But when you're the champion, you got to be ready to defend your gold anytime, anywhere, and in any kind of situation. That's what the Prestige need to learn. And I'm confident in the Prestige's abilities. I like these two kids. Look, they're one of the longest reigning tag team champions in recent memory here in CMV. They've held those titles, guys, for 4 months. They're quickly becoming one of the fastest rising acts here in CMV. There was a reason they were voted as the next big thing during the Glammy Awards. I'm not alone in seeing these two becoming one of the greatest tag teams of all time here in CMV, but they've got to pull a thorn out their side first. That thorn being the Cold Stones Creamery, looking to at last rid themselves of the Stones here tonight. Octane World Tag Team Championship on the line, my friends. No pins, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. As you can see, the table set up around the ring. The first team to put a member of the opposite team through a table leaves here tonight with the gold. So we see Justice instantly going in on Kieran Gallagher. Kovic turning his back on Aaron, and that wasn't a smart move. That crossface has been the key to the Prestige getting the better of the Stones time and time again in recent months. Aaron's neck can attest to that, but he doesn't have to worry about it here tonight. Unless Kieran finds a way to somehow put Aaron through a table with that crossface, which maybe can be done, who knows. Oh, to the outside! Aaron sends himself. Again, no countouts in a tables match. Justice Stone looking for his payback against Cedric Kovic, the man who forced him to wear that protective mask, broke Justice's nose. Everybody now to the outside, becoming a bit of a mosh pit. There's no love lost between these two teams. Bitter hatred as they seek to prove which team is the absolute best here on Octane. Kieran's going to be the first one to go for a table. He slides into the ring. Justice waiting for him, running circles. Here comes the protein-packed powerhouse as Justice takes down Kieran with that electric chair driver. Aaron Stone looking for maybe a power slam. The Russian vet able to escape expertly. My laptop did just die, so if there's anyone chatting, I can't see it right now. Gonna have to wait until after the match. Go procure the charger. Both teams keep going for that table. Neither has been able to actually properly set it up yet. Oh, again, Kieran just about to do so, but Justice Stone saying not so fast, and he gets dropped ass first onto the table. And now Kovic finally sets it up. Meanwhile, Aaron Stone has grabbed the steel steps. Might be a tables match, but no disqualifications. That means anything goes. Well, now Aaron going for the other set of steel steps. Kovic says enough. Drops him on his neck with that German suplex. All the while on the other side of the ring, Justice Stone trying to pick up Kieran Gallagher. He's throwing chest first into the ring apron. Oh, surprise! Butt sex! Tailbone driven onto the floor there. Devastating maneuver. Gallagher fires back with a Russian leg sweep. As Aaron has built himself some sort of barricade with the steel steps on the left side. An impressive structure, but not going to win you the match. You can just tell, even if you've never seen a prior matchup between these two teams, how much they have that hatred for one another. Justice Stone taking his fight with Kieran Gallagher up the ramp. Well, Aaron's barricade came into play there for a moment. Kovic couldn't get by. Now they're going to switch opponents. Cedric Uranagi onto the goddamn barricade. Absolutely gross. Gallagher, Aaron Stone fighting a little too close to the announce table. Oh, burning hammer! Dropped face first onto the floor. It's like Cedric Kovic and Justice Stone over there just trading shots back and forth. Again, this is a tables match. You can't win by pin, by submission, only by putting your opponent through a table. DDT from Aaron Stone. Oh, Justice getting thrown back into the ring. Cedric Kovic could have eyes to finish this match. Gonna send Justice into the corner. Knife edge chop. Aaron Stone throwing Gallagher back into the ring. Irish whip onto the apron. What is Aaron thinking here? Or maybe he's not thinking. He's going for the steel steps again. Kovic in the ring. Tossing Justice out onto the apron. getting lost in those beautiful eyes. Trying to knock him to the outside, it looks like, but Justice able to get back in, immediately thrown into the ropes. Digging under the ring, what's the Russian vet gonna pull out? A kendo stick. The kendo stick getting a lot of love here tonight on Octane. Right over the head of Justice, but a second time blocked by the Ice Cream Man. And now he goes to town on Cedric. Doesn't last long though. Kovic with a kick under the left knee of Justice. God, now he's down in the corner. Again and again over the head of Justice Stone. Endures though. And knocks him off the apron to the outside. Ain't no tables out there though. Hang on, Kieran Gallagher. Double leg takedown into the full mount. Open palm strikes. Trying to break through. Looks like maybe gonna try for a small package driver. Nicely countered by Kovic. Nobody has actually tried to win this match yet. Nobody's actually attempted to put another through that table. They're just focused on beating the hell out of each other. Aaron able to escape out of the corner. Not looking to allow Gallagher to escape it. Wait a minute! Could it be Aaron Stone? Big sexy daddy! Special delivery! No! So close! So close! Kieran Gallagher by the skin of his teeth! Able to escape, man! I thought this match was over! Holy shit! I have never seen a narrower escape. Aaron Stone pissed off as he chucks Cedric Kovic through the air. Discus punch. Rocking the Russian vet. Another burning hammer, this time to Justice Stone. There's that kendo stick again. Double team effort on Aaron. And a triumvirate of fist drops. The Prestige have taken full control of this championship matchup here on Octane, episode 60. Both members of the Cold Stones Creamery bleeding at this point, showing the wounds of war. Aaron with a snake eyes onto the barricade, but they are still standing. They are still fighting. The night's not over yet. Kendo stick being used by Aaron. Able to block that flatliner. Justice with a whip sends Kovic back first into the barricade. Dragon sleeper now, but again, you can't win by submission. Only by putting your opponent through a table. Justice doesn't care though. He's trying to put Cedric Kovic to sleep. Working on that arm. Is Kieran Gallagher to what end though? I mean, he can apply the crossface if he wants to. He can't win the match with it. Kendo stick incoming. Justice able to stop himself from getting whacked with it. Much of this matchup has been spent on the outside as these four guys brutalize one another. Power bomb onto the barricade. Jesus, man. And now with the kendo stick, giving Cedric Kovic some welts. Burning hammer a second time to the big sexy daddy shining wizard for Cedric Kovic. And Justice coming to help out his tag team partner. Aaron's on spaghetti legs right now. He's got to shake it off. He's got to make like Taylor Swift here, man. Just shake it off. Snap back to reality. And he does, going after Kovic. Kovic able to send him into the ring. Could this be the end? Cedric Kovic. Thought he might try to drag Aaron over that table. Instead, he gets tossed out onto the apron, but the Russian vet gets back into the ring. Aaron trying to make a beeline for the ropes. Oh, brain buster! Down onto the knee. I don't think any one of these four guys is going to be left standing after this match comes to an end, man. What brutality. No, wait! Wait a minute! By Aaron! Aaron Stone knows the trouble he's in. Kovic gonna try again. Kovic gonna try again. And this time, through the table, he sends Aaron Stone with a Uranagi. The Prestige are still the Octane World Tag Team Champions. And look at that, in the end, Kieran Gallagher got his crossface locked in. Might not have won the match with it. And I don't think there can be any doubt now, crossface or not, the Prestige are the team here on Octane. Even when they're out of their element, still they get the job done. Sorry about that, lads. Had to go and grab the charger, but well, now we get into our tertiary main event of the evening and get into it indeed. C2 Amasaki and Killian Red not even able to wait for the bell to ring before they start beating the hell out of each other here. This, of course, the fallout of DEFCON, where Killian Red made his surprising return, joining that alpha male match after, what, 3, damn near 4 years away from CMV, and ended up winning the Fatal 4-Way, defeating Subject Zero, C2 Amasaki, and Bison, the Barbarian, in the eyes of many, making himself the apex predator here on Octane, but not in the eyes of C2 Amasaki, who afterwards called Killian out, said, "You're a fraud, you're a fake, you got lucky. You caught us off guard at DEFCON. You weren't supposed to be in that match. And until you beat me one-on-one, you are not the apex predator." And so Killian more than happy to answer the challenge. And as we saw, a whole lot of animosity already between these two. C2 Amasaki undefeated, unpinned, unsubmitted since debuting shortly after the start of this new season. But we saw just how dominant Killian Red was at DEFCON. The American God looking to deliver C2 his first loss right here, right now. Can it be? Will it be? No. To prove who is the apex predator, the alpha dog. Here on Octane, Spear gonna split C2 in half for the win. Another kick out. And Amasaki has to roll to the outside, has to catch his breath real quick. But Killian not looking to give him a break. Ain't no breather. Alabama slammer. Right down onto the floor and followed up by a splash. I don't know if there was a single person in the arena at DEFCON who didn't have to pick their jaw up off the floor when Killian Red came walking down the ramp. Oh, Killian! Killian! Looking for that unprettier! Connects! Middle of the ring! Killian Red gonna force Amasaki to taste defeat for the first time. No! As close gets, but no cigar for the American-made man as Amasaki now finally battles back. Running power slam into the pin. One. That's all he's going to get. Now Amasaki delivering a big splash of his own. I had not been able to catch my breath since this match began. They are digging into each other. Ain't no time for a breather. Into the corner, Red is thrown. European uppercut. And now from behind, a ripcord lariat turning Red inside out. Can't be too used to getting chucked around like that. And another running power slam. Again, tries for the pin. Gets only a 1 count. Amasaki, hand in the air. He's calling for something. Oh, the Togen death grip. The death grip. Trying to choke out the American God. Unable to do so, though. Red breaking his grasp. And now stretching his back. Killian Red's got the support of the CM Universe here on their feet for the American-made man. But will it be enough? Oh! The military press-ups! What power! Killian Another spear! But he doesn't stop! He ain't done! A second unprettier! Busts him open! Into the pin! Uno! Dos! Tres! And C2 Awasaki! For the first time in his CMV career, tastes defeat! And Killian Red further stakes his claim as the alpha male here on Octane. The American-made man is back, and he is taking no prisoners on this path of destruction. Come one, come all! Killian Red will take on a lot of you. Because nothing, brother, can defy the power of the US of A. All right, co-main event time. It is here on Octane episode 60. My friends, of course, coming up next on our main event, it's that triple threat elimination match. But first, Ruby Raquel is going to be undoubtedly facing one of the bigger challenges in her short CMV career, taking on Amber Reed. But Ruby Raquel, guys, her last couple of outings, there's a reason she's been put in that six-pack challenge at Dead in Tokyo. where the Women's World Champions will be on the line. She defeated Xiaorong when Xiaorong was the Women's World Champion, and more recently defeated Rising Star Champion Astrid Stern, albeit thanks to Isabella Almas, but still, I'd say there's no denying Rattel deserves to be in that six-pack challenge. Now, like I said on Shockwave, even if you don't like Gianna, and I'm pretty sure nobody likes Gianna, you can't help but to feel at least a little bit bad about her predicament. Only a couple weeks after winning the championship, she's going to have to defend against 5 others in a six-pack challenge. I mean, your back can't be more against the wall. And when one of those women is the history maker, Amber Reed, forget about it. You got some Scott Steiner math going on there. Gianna's chances are slim, super slim at best, of leaving Tokyo still the Women's World Champion. But of course, this is the opportunity Amber Reed has been waiting for a long, long time. So finally, have that shot to become Women's World Champion once again, the championship she never lost. At Dead in Tokyo, Gianna defends her Women's World Championship against Ellie Quinn, Ruby Rattel, Takiko, Xiaorong, and that woman, Amber Reed. What a blockbuster bout that's going to be. And like I said, I don't say this too often about Shockwave's general manager Madison Wright, but every once in a while, she gets things right. No pun intended. Of course, the main attraction at Dead in Tokyo is going to be me beating the ass of the bloody Brit, but I digress. So here we go. Will it be a third massive upset in a row for Ruby Rattel if she can defeat Amber Reed? Or will the history maker take Rattel down a peg or two? Knock her off the wave of momentum she's been riding. Both of them had the same idea right there. Neither is coming to fruition. But indeed, up next, it's our main event. Triple threat elimination style to determine the order of entry in the gauntlet match at Final Stand. It's Virtue, Stacy, and Santos. As Peluga will no doubt be watching it closely. Big tornado kick there by Ruby. Ruby Rattel. Maybe her win against Astrid Stern wasn't the cleanest in the world, but she did defeat Xiaorong with no outside interference, no shenanigans. She got the job done. She's certainly the X factor in the six-pack challenge, the dark horse. No doubt the most inexperienced. But perhaps that will give her the advantage. We'll have to wait and see what happens at Dead in Tokyo. Can Rattel pull off maybe one of the more shocking wins in recent CMV memory? Or will it be Amber Reed, at long last reclaiming the championship that she never lost? It's all that drives Amber Reed lately. She said she will not rest until that Women's World Championship is back in her hands. It's what she desires more than anything right now. Keeps her up at night. And after the war she went through with Ellie Quinn at Battle Scars, probably still feeling the effects of that match. There's no denying that Amber Reed was going to get her shot. And it comes at Dead in Tokyo. Probably would have liked it to be a one-on-one match, but Amber Reed's no complainer. Big Pele kick there by Rattel. Gonna wait for Amber to get to her feet now. And we've seen this plenty of times from Ruby. Double knees to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. Wait a goddamn minute, no! No shot! tag team partner of Ruby Rattel, coming down to the ring and just chucking Amber Reed to the outside. Well, obviously, Ruby Rattel having the full support of her Uncut Gems tag team partner and her pursuit to become Women's World Champion. There's unnecessary disrespect there. But guys didn't even have a chance to... I mean, another massive upset win for Ruby Rattel. Who can say she doesn't deserve to be in that six-pack challenge at this point? She just pinned Amber Reed. No shenanigans, no tomfoolery. Clean as a whistle. Wow. My fine feathered friends, it is main event time. It is time for our triple threat elimination match to determine the order of entry in the gauntlet match at Final Stand. And the only reason any of this is happening, guys, the only reason that gauntlet match is taking place is because at DEF CON, in the DEF CON match, we had a three-way draw. Blake Virtue, Ben Stacy, and Santos drawing with one another. And so, everything was up in the air following DEF CON until Peligro, who had retained the Global Championship against Chris Diamond and Leon Gata in a triple threat ladder match, he's the one who threw down the challenge, saying, I'll take on all of you in a gauntlet match. And so this match was put together to determine the order of entry for said gauntlet match. But then Peligro even taking it a step further by challenging Morgan to cash in his Rite of Passage championship. And so the only thing we know for certain is that Morgan will be entering last. He will have the biggest advantage, coming out nice and fresh at the very end to challenge whomever is left standing. Peligro wanting to prove definitively that he is the greatest of all time by defeating all of his top challengers in one night. And this triple threat will determine the order in which he faces the challengers, as whomever gets eliminated first will be the first one out to face Peligro for the Global Championship. Whoever is eliminated second comes out second. Whoever wins this match has the advantage of entering before Morgan. And we don't even know, guys, the first person out could defeat Peligro. Peligro, there's no certainty he'll make it to the end. That's what a gauntlet match is all about. It's an unpredictable situation. Anything can happen. We have no idea who Morgan will be coming out to face at the end. Could be Peligro. Could be any one of these three guys. But certainly in a gauntlet match, you want to enter later. Well, it's been the night of upsets, guys. We had B-Man defeating the Earl, Killian Red knocking off Sito Awasaki. We just had Ruby Rattel with a win against Amber Reed. Perhaps Ben Stacy can keep the trend going. Knocking off two former world champions here. The Rat in the hat. He's been on a little bit of a, I wouldn't say he's depressed necessarily. I think that's going too far, but his spirits haven't been as high as usual, let's just say. You know, this new season, thus far for Santos, it's not necessarily been terrible all around, but it's kind of been, I think that the proper word for it is mid. You know, Santos knows he can do better. He knows he has what it takes to be global champion again. And it's not going to feel, what's the proper word I'm looking for? He's not going to feel like he's succeeding like he belongs until he is world champion once again. He can no longer, you know, be satisfied just coasting. Just being that guy that almost gets it done. Shining wisdom from Stacy. Tries to run him out of the corner. And obviously the more inexperienced getting targeted by the veterans. And we saw what happened a couple weeks ago here on Octane when Joseph Santos actually defeated Ben Stacy one-on-one. Afterwards, it looked like Stacy was about to attack Santos from behind, but decided against it in the end. And, well, Santos did send his thanks to Stacy for that. Hey, I appreciate you not jumping me. Stacy continues to try and prove that he belongs amongst the upper echelon. Close he came at DEF CON. Well, all three of these guys came close. There's a reason it was a draw. There's a reason we're having this match. There's a reason it'll be a gauntlet match at Final Stand for the Global Championship. And again, this is elimination. So no countouts, no disqualifications. You can take someone out by pin or submission in the ring. Oh, Virtue slipping up there. Stacy gonna try for a moonsault. Instead, Virtue caught with a zigzag. As Virtue rolls to the outside. Not gonna get cut down so early on in our main event. Taking Stacy for a ride, round and round, into the pin. Great shot of Santos' thigh there. Stacy, basement drop kick, blindside Santos, one for Virtue as well. He's handing him out like candy on Halloween. Standing C-Fire, head attempt by young Ben Stacy. Kicks out at one. And no matter what, these three will be getting a shot at the Global Championship come Final Stand. It's just a matter of determining the order of entry in the gauntlet match. Close call there for the Rat in the Hat. As we see Virtue deliver some of his patented knees to the side of the head. None more brutal in all of CMV. Santos with a springboard bulldog. In comes Stacy. Alabama Slamma from the Brit. Oh, but from behind, Virtue, go to hell! Down goes the rookie. 1, 2, but he kicks out. Despite being busted open as well. But he's hurting, and Santos, no qualms, taking advantage, it looks like. Virtue having himself a bit of a laugh at ringside. Oh, look at this. The veterans trying to gang up on the rookie. No way, says Ben Stacy. He's sick and tired of people overlooking him, of people discrediting him, saying he doesn't belong in the main event scene. Up against the ropes, Virtue is placed. Hook to the jaw, going to try and choke him out using the top rope here. Another standing C-fire. Santos has brought in a kendo stick. Again, no disqualifications. Head kick attempted by Stacy. Stick gets a forearm to the side of the head. Santos throws down the kendo stick, decides not to use it. That might have been a mistake. The long road home. Back in is Ben Stacy. He knows there ain't no time to beat around the bush. Ain't no rest for the wicked. A standing C-fire. For Santos. Now a baseball bat. Ben Stacy able to intercept Blake Virtue. And now he locks in that bridging Fujiwara. Virtue gets out of it so expertly. Stacy doesn't even get a chance to freaking catch his breath. Forearm down goes Santos. Nobody's been eliminated yet. As you know, Peligro is watching from home. Who will he be defending his global championship against first at Final Stand? As he seeks to prove he is the greatest global champion of all time. And if somehow Peligro does leave Final Stand still the global champion, I don't think there will be anyone who can say legitimately that he is not. I mean, him leaving DEF CON still global champion. Shocking. Stacy going after the arm of Santos. Virtue. Again from behind. Oh, speaking of from behind, Santos with a jumping neck breaker. Just waiting for his opportunity. Continuing to wear down Santos. Take a trip to ringside. Santos, though, not give him the chance to catch his breath. Kendo stick in hand, Virtue right over the head of the Rat in the Hat, and again down he goes. Stacy gonna get some too. No! Yeah, Santos taking out both of his opponents. Virtue now. What? Virtue! Oh, go to hell! A very complicated setup, but it pays off in the end. Santos doesn't know what hit him. My man's is in La La Land right now. Santos back in the ring, picks up the baseball bat right over the head of Ben Stacy. Oh, and now blood gushing out of that wound across Stacy's forehead. But the bat goes flying in the air. Bat in hand again. Virtue gonna get some. Best bout machine drops him with a knee into the pin. Will Santos be the first eliminated? Very close, but no cigar. Stacy, bloodied and bruised, back into the fight. No backing down, no surrender. Hurricanrana countered into a power bomb. Virtue with the double knees. Is it time to hit the showers for young Ben Stacy? 1, 2. Nobody is willing to take the fall, man. The fight being delivered by these three. Oh, what a flatliner! Coming out of nowhere. Santos is bleeding too. I didn't even see when he got cut open. Virtue barely able to get back up to his feet. But indeed he does to deliver the long road home. Santos popping right back up. El Rato laid out with that swinging neck breaker. He will not stay down no matter what Virtue throws at him. Kicking with lung blower, nope. Straight back up. Spanish fly. Ben Stacy losing a lot of blood. Oh, Virtue tells both of them to suck it. How come I don't get that offer? Unbelievable. Forearm rejected by Santos. They are just lighting each other up. Golly, man. Oh! Stacy! He's got it! He's got it locked in again! The bridging Fujiwara! It's locked in! Is Virtue gonna tap it, guys? Virtue taps! Virtue taps! Florida flatliner, no! No chance to celebrate. 1, 2, but he kicks out! How? Santos doesn't believe it, but he wastes no time! The super kick out of the corner. Santos is seeing red. He's seeing red. He's lost it. But Stacy endures. Ben Stacy. Kick to the top of the head, stuns him again. A second time. 1, 2, and 3. Joseph Santos wins the triple threat match, and that means he will be entering the gauntlet match second to last. So we now know the order of entry. It will first be Blake Virtue versus Peligro. And then Ben Stacy will enter. Then Joseph Santos, and last, of course, Morgan. The rat in the hat earns himself quite an advantage. What a match that was. What a hectic ending. That's just a taste of what's to come in the gauntlet match at Final Stand.